Are you a learner? Joy Learning has got you. Grab your learning materials and join our junior high class with our tutors who are always on standby to help you with your educational journey. Are you scared whenever you see figures? Worry no more, says Samuel Okwabi has made mathematics easy for you. Is it a phobia of science? Sir Besmako Pokunyako will heal that disease. Are you a learner? Joy Learning has got you. Grab your learning materials and join our junior high class with our tutors who are always on standby to help you with your educational journey. Are you scared whenever you see figures? Worry no more, says Samuel Okwabi has made mathematics easy for you. Is it a phobia of science? Sir Besmako Pokunyako will heal that disease in just a twinkle of an eye. Have you heard about Jacqueline Kunedu, the most adorable English facilitator? You don't have to stress about the English language at all. How about religious and moral education? Oh, Madam Rachel Ousu Ampoma got you sorted out. Your social studies class is never dull when you have Madam Anita Ochre as your facilitator. Do you wish to become an IT guru? Sir Isaac Amankwa will make that dream come true. All these lessons are offered at no cost. If you miss out on any of our TV lessons, you can access them on our YouTube channel at Joy Learning. For more updates on our programs, follow us on our social media handles, Twitter, Facebook at Joy Learning TV and Instagram at Official Joy Learning TV. Joy Learning, keep learning. Are you in SHS and wondering how you can learn and pass the examination with no stress? With our experienced facilitators, Joy Learning promises you an ultimate TV classroom experience. We have Dennis Amoban, your English facilitator, Evans Ode, your core mathematics facilitator, and George Loco, your integrated science facilitator, to take you through the core subjects. Annette Kapi Albert, your physics facilitator, Osei Kwame Amoating, your biology facilitator, Adriana Abeng-Yeboah, your government facilitator, Stella Jima Lobby, your literature facilitator, Afari Judith Ofoyua, your cost accounting facilitator, Ernest Walter, your economics facilitator, Gottlieb Adade, the financial accounting facilitator, Frank Edu Asare, your history facilitator, Wisdom Agbesinyale, your chemistry facilitator, Samuel Sechi Adu, Boga, your geography facilitator, Frank Ahima, your general agriculture facilitator, Wilson Danso, your elective math facilitator, Kojo Ousu Apia, your GKA facilitator, and Felix Tinkran, your elective ICT facilitator, will take you through the elective subjects. Our TV facilitators' assiduous approach to teaching ensures learners never miss any key pieces of information. Remember, it is free. If you miss our TV lessons, you can access them on our YouTube channel at Joy Learning. For more updates on our programs, follow us on our social media handles, Twitter and Facebook at Joy Learning TV and Instagram at Official Joy Learning TV. Study with us now. Choose Joy Learning. Joy Learning, keep learning. Are you in SHS and wondering how you can learn and pass the examination with no stress? Are you in Basic 4, 5 or 6? Hop onto the Joy Learning vehicle and enjoy a free ride with no stress at all. Our sweet English facilitator, Eva Brobe, will help you understand the English language with no worries. IT guru Peter Asamoah leaves no topic unturned in ICT. Our ever-entertaining Emmanuel Kwesi Adi has the key to your mathematical problems. All these programs come with no cost at all. It is absolutely free. Yes, you heard right. It is free. If you miss out on any of our TV lessons, you can access them on our YouTube channel at Joy Learning. For more updates on our programs, follow us on our social media handles, Twitter, Facebook at Joy Learning.
A warm welcome to you, my beautiful learners. to the concluding episode of the revision show for junior high school. We are sorry for the late transmission. I hope that we are forgiven. So today we are going to have another interesting RME lesson. I guess we are writing RME first thing Monday morning for the BC. And so we want to live on all social media platforms at Joy Learning TV, Instagram official Joy Learning. You are welcome once again. My name is Rachel Owusu Ampoma. So today our topic for discussion is rights, privileges, and responsibilities. And we are talking or discussing responsibilities. Let's go through our performance indicators or our lesson objectives. And by the end of the lesson, the pupil will be able to define responsibilities. B, states at least 3 importance of responsibilities. And C, explain at least 3 types of responsibilities. So these are lesson objectives for the lesson today. Now, have you observed that in class there are particular people or this particular person that every teacher wants to send or every teacher wants to assign a particular task to? Have you asked yourself why it is that particular person and not you? Okay, so in our lesson today, we are going to find out why that happens. That means that some people are doing a lot more or work than other people. We'll find out in our lesson today. So those who don't do anything or those who are not most of the time engaged by teachers to perform a certain task, what are they? We'll find out this and more as the lesson unfolds. Before then, we want to review our previous lesson. Remember, our topic is rights, privileges, and responsibilities. So we want to quickly go through privileges as a form of revision. Remember that we are writing RME on Monday. So privileges, what is the meaning of privilege? Or what does it mean when we say privileges? And the advantages individuals enjoy due to their position in society. We are just revising. This is not part of the lesson, so we'll quickly glance through them and then move to our main lesson. So here are some examples. Ministers of states or head of government institutions and certain private organizations may have the privilege or the opportunity to enjoy free accommodation, free vehicles, free fuel, and scholarship for their children because of the positions that they hold. Now let's look at some privileges that children enjoy at school. So we are students, and so we want to discuss things that are mostly related to students. And one, we have hardworking students or pupils can be given prizes and citations. And this is for excellent performance, either in examination, in the field of sports, etc. So a hardworking student may be given prizes and citations. And 2, academically outstanding students or pupil can be promoted to a higher class by the school authority. So you realize that some people are exceptional children, and so they may have the opportunity to be promoted to a higher class because of their outstanding performances in academics. And 3, we have successful sportsmen and women are hailed by school authorities and students or pupils. So I assume that you are the best footballer in your school. Anytime you play a match, you score a goal, you see how your colleagues and your teachers are like, hail you. Now, privileges children enjoy at home. or in the community. So we are done discussing that of the school. Let's go through the privileges that children enjoy at home. So children of rich parents have access to domestic amenities that make life more comfortable than those whose parents are not so to do. And we can talk about examples such as computers, internet access at home, house helps to help with household chores, modern textbooks, nice clothes, and footwears. And these are some privileges that well-to-do children can enjoy at home. 2, children who reside in the urban communities enjoying social amenities which are lacking for the children in rural areas. And this includes electricity, pipe-borne water, recreational facilities, education and health services, libraries, etc. And so you realize that if you live in urban areas like Accra, you have the privilege of seeing or visiting some of these social amenities. Like we talk of the mall, the West Hills Mall. These are not available in all communities in Ghana. And so if you are in an urban community, you stand a chance of enjoying such facilities. And 3, older siblings get privilege of being respected by their younger siblings. So if you're a big sis or a big brother, you stand the opportunity or you have the privilege of being respected by your younger siblings. And 4, children born into royal families have the privilege of gaining respect and honor from members of the society. 5, children of rich parents have the privilege to inherit the properties of their parents when they are no more. Good. And so if you enjoy these forms of privileges, there are responsibilities that go with them. You can't eat your cake and have it. That's how the adage goes. So how privileges go with responsibilities? And 1, if you're a child and you are born into a rich and well-to-do homes, you have the duty to live a certain kind of lifestyle that will not bring shame to your family. So this is one responsibility that goes with the privilege of coming from a rich home. And 2, people and children who live in the urban communities are responsible for the maintenance of those social amenities that we mentioned earlier: hospitals, schools, recreational facilities. If you live in urban areas, you have a responsibility to help maintain such facilities. And 3, older siblings are responsible to give mutual respect to the younger siblings, take care of them in the absence of their parents, and protect them from any form of abuses. And 4, school prefects, sportsmen and women, and students who are promoted to higher classes are expected to work harder and keep the confidence that is imposed in them. So as I mentioned earlier, we're just revising the previous lesson. So let's go to today's lesson. In my introduction, I mentioned that if you have observed critically, you realize that there's this particular person in your class, or a few people in your class who are always engaged by teachers to do one form of activity or the other. Have you asked yourself why? It is always those people and not other people. You'll find out in our lesson as we go through our topic, responsibilities. So what is the meaning of responsibility? Responsibility is a duty or obligation that is assigned to an individual by another person in authority. So a higher person in authority could be someone who is older than you, it could be your teacher, your mother, or your father, any elderly person. Or it could also mean doing what is expected of you in a given situation. So let's say in your home, you are assigned a particular task. Are you able to do the task, fulfill all what you have been asked to do? So this is the meaning of responsibility, doing what is expected of you in a given situation. Now you would realize that for some people, if you assign a task to them, they are unable to accomplish those tasks. So how do we refer to such people? They are known as irresponsible or classified as irresponsible people. This is because they are not able to execute the task that was given to them. So as children, parents, and teachers or elders in the community, responsibilities are assigned to us to perform, and we are expected to behave responsibly and perform those tasks. Why is it important to be responsible? Why? Why should you carry out a certain task that has been given to you? Let's go through importance of being responsible. 1, it is a sign of maturity. And this is how it comes about. If you are given a particular task, you keep doing it for a long time, consistency will help you to grow. This is because you can make mistakes, you correct yourself, and then you move on. And this is how you build on your maturity. And so if you are responsible, it helps you to be mature. You grow in that field. 2, it is a sign of commitment. And commitment means being devoted to a certain cause. And you can't be responsible if you are not committed to a cause. And so by being responsible, it means that your heart is with that particular thing. Okay? And so if you are responsible, it is a sign that you are committed. It is a sign that you are devoted. It means that you have that particular thing at heart. And so you would want to work towards the growth of that particular thing. 3, it makes people have trust in you. And so even a whole class can be entrusted in the care of another student. This is because the person who is entrusting the class in the care of that person trusts that he or she would do a very good job. It could be a junior class, so someone may be picked from JHS to go and look after a junior class. This is because the teacher trusts that that person can work well in taking care of the children. The next point is that it makes one improve in life. And so you're always learning how to do a particular thing, and that helps you to improve. So for example, if someone has assigned a certain role to you to help maybe sell this particular thing, you'd realize that as time goes on, you become a master of that particular thing, and that can help you improve in your life. The next point is that it makes a person well organized. Good. So let's say in the home, your parents are traveling and they leave your younger siblings in your care, and they assign certain duties to. So you are supposed to do this chore, cook, or maybe warm the food, do the laundry, and it means that you have to plan and assign periods or time to every activity that you are going to perform. And this will help you to organize yourself. You organize your day, organize the period that has been given to you, and then you will be able to complete all the tasks that has been given to you. And so responsible people are organized people. The next point is that it shows obedience to authority. And so someone assigns, or your parents assign a particular task to you, and you obediently accept, or you willingly accept to take up that task. It means that you are obeying your parents. If it's at school, it means that you're obeying your teachers. And so responsibility shows obedience to authority. Good. Now there are types of responsibilities. All the tasks that we perform, whether at school or at home or in church has been grouped or classified into types of responsibilities. And so we'll take time to go through each of them and look at examples that fall under each of the types of responsibilities. Good. So one, we have physical responsibilities. We also have religious responsibilities, moral responsibilities. Think of the examples that fall under all these types of responsibilities that I am mentioning. Then we have civic responsibilities. Civic, so it's got to do with the country. Okay. Then we have filial responsibility. Okay. Good. So we are going to take them one after the other and discuss. So what is physical responsibilities? And their duties that we perform at home, school, and in the society. I told you to think about some examples that fall under each of these types of responsibilities. So let's look at the examples. One, sweeping the classroom or the school compound. For most of us, when we go to school, we either sweep our classrooms or the compound. And that is an example of a physical responsibility. Two, performing household chores such as washing or doing the laundry. Okay. Cleaning. It could be your room, it could be mommy's room, or the kitchen, or veranda, is all forms of cleaning. Fetching water. So it is not everyone who has taps flowing in their homes. And so sometimes you are to go to the stream, if that is what is available, go to the well, or go to who has the tap flowing in her home to go and fetch water. Okay. Also, we can sweep. That is also another form of physical activity. Ironing. I hope we iron our uniforms, our socks. We can also participate in communal exercises. So in our communities, if some kind of work is going on, we can get involved and help in any way we can. And four, by participating in community immunization exercises. So you can become a volunteer and help with immunization in your community. Number five, by doing your homework or your classwork is also another example of physical activity. And five, running errands for parents and other family members. Six, discharging leadership assignments. So if you are an older sibling, you are expected to be a good leader to your younger siblings. Or if you're a leader at school, a school prefect, a class prefect, a cupboard monitor, you are expected to discharge good leadership duties. Let's look at the second type of responsibility, and this is religious responsibility. And once you hear religious, it's got to do with religion. We worship. Okay. So there are duties or values people are expected to observe or perform to enhance their faith. Okay. Then we'll look at some examples that fall under religious responsibilities. So let's go through them and see we do that. So we must pray every day. And all the three religions, the three main religions that we have in Ghana, emphasize on prayer. So Islamic, whether you are a Muslim, a traditionalist, or a Christian, prayer must be a daily routine. Two, reading the Bible or the Quran or other scriptural materials. So the Muslims read the Quran, the Christians read the Bible. But it must be noted that the traditionalists don't have any written documents. They are just oral traditions that have been handed down from one generation to the other. And so they come in the form of storytelling and advices and all that. And so if you have an, you will tend to hear a lot of stories, and that will. And 3, preaching the gospel to the unsaved and going to evangelism. And that is done again by Muslims and Christians. We see them realizing. Okay. And 4, being humble before God and showing humility to our parents, to our teachers, and other people in the community. That is the 4th example of religious responsibility. Let's look at 5, paying of tithes and offerings regularly. So Christians pay monthly tithes, 10% of your monthly earnings. And the Muslims do the zakat, which is 20% of your yearly earnings. And so for you to be or practicing religious responsibility, you must pay your tithes and offerings regularly. And 6, being a member of any youth group of your religion. So depending on what church or what religion you belong to, there are youth groups that are formed where the youth can join. And 7, being punctual to worship and other religious gatherings. So you must be prompt to the church, to the mosque, and make sure that you take part in every activity that goes on. 8, showing love and kindness, especially to the poor and to the. So if you have something, you must share. And that makes you a good Christian or a good Muslim. Or you must share. The 3rd example, or the 3rd type of responsibility, is moral responsibilities. And these are values or standards of moral life accepted as good in a society. So every society has their values, what they cherish most, what they would expect their young ones as well as the elder people to exhibit. And everyone admires a person who exhibits moral responsibilities. And let's look at some examples that fall under moral responsibilities. So 1, being obedient and respectful to parents and elderly in the society. So if you are respectful, okay, your parents talk to you and you let them send you to do, you are proactive and you realize that you of every, even if it is at school, you become a teacher's favorite. So you must learn to be obedient and respectful. 2, being law-abiding and obeying rules and regulations in the society. So whatever rules that have been set in a society, we are expected to abide by them. And 3, abstaining from smoking and drinking of alcohol and other immoral practices. You know, a lot of them, they are expected to abide to practice moral responsibility. And 4, greeting people you meet the way, know them or not. Greetings is the Ghanaian culture. And so you must make sure that you greet everyone or when you meet them. Then number 5, we must learn to say thank you when someone does a good gesture to us. And then we must also learn to say sorry when they are someone and your attention is drawn to the fact that you should apologize by saying sorry. A simple sorry and a simple thank you will take you a long way. 6, by putting our hands at our backs when we are talking to our parents, to our teachers, and to elderly people. That shows that you are respectful. Okay, you need to put your hands in your waist and be shaking your body when you're talking to disrespectful. And I hope that none of us is disrespectful. Okay. Let's look at our 4th type of responsibility, and it is the civic responsibilities. And they are responsibilities that one is supposed to perform as a citizen of a particular country. And so if you're a Ghanaian, 18 years and above, there are some things that you're expected to do. And even if you are below 18, there are also some things that you're expected to do. So let's see the examples that fall under civic responsibilities. 1, paying of tax to the central and local government. And so this is for all those who are 18. Pay your tax. This is just a portion of the salary or your wage that you earn from working. And these taxes are used to develop the country, build, connecting community, electricity, and all that. So make sure that when you are grown and are working, you are paying your tax to help develop the country. And 2, you must defend your country's constitution. Defend the constitution, the 1992 constitution, which is the constitution that Ghana is being run with. And 3, protecting state property. Anything that belongs to the state, you must make sure that you see that someone is misusing a public facility. You must draw their attention to the fact that it is not a good cause, and so they must desist from them. 4, we must vote in elections. Help select our leaders through elections. That shows that you are exhibiting your civic responsibilities. And 5, helping the police on investigations to do away with criminals. And so if you know some hideouts of some criminals, you are expected to hint the police or to collaborate with security agencies to help chase away criminals, so that our communities, our society will be a free one to live in. The 6th example, by showing patriotism and loyalty to promote national development. We must love our nation. And this will help promote national development. Okay, let's look at the last type of responsibility, the filial responsibilities. And they are duties that a child owes to his or her parents. Duties that a child owes to his or her parents. So at this point, you know that you also have a responsibility towards your children. It's not towards your parents, sorry. It's not just your parents who have a responsibility towards you. You also have a part to play. So let's look at the examples that form or come under filial responsibility. 1, showing respect to parents. I think that is paramount. This is the first example, and it is good. You are expected to show respect to your parents. Once you do that, they love you more. They go out of need just so you are comfortable in life. Okay, so we must show respect to our parents. We must obey and be submissive to them. We must be obedient and submissive. Let's look at the 3rd example. We must run errands for our parents. If they send us to go buy something from the shop or help pick something from the room, we must be in a hurry. Okay, because at the end of the day, we are going to enjoy that particular will be used for. And so we must run errands for our parents. look at the next example. You must assist parents in their trade after school and during vacations and holidays. So if your parents are into some kind of trade during vacations or holidays, like today, okay, and then when you have closed from school, you can use particular kinds of trades, okay, assist them. They may be tired. So once you are back from school, you help them, and it will also help them to rest a bit. 5, we must perform household chores. And I hope that by now we know what household chores are. Okay, so we iron, we sweep the compound or our rooms, we clean our rooms, we wash the dishes, and a whole lot more. 6, the 6th example is taking care of parents during sickness or old age. So it is our responsibility to take care of our parents when they are not feeling well, okay? And then when they have grown old, it is also our responsibility to take care of them. Good. Our next subtopic, responsibilities of children at home. So what are we expected to do at home that will make us good children? 1, we must perform household chores, and we know them: sweeping, washing, cleaning, fetching water where necessary. 2, we should be available to run errands. I mentioned earlier, if you are sent, you have to go. Okay, you don't expect your parents, especially your mother, while she's cooking, to stop cooking and go and get something that she will use for the meal. So we are expected to run errands for our parents. 3, we must assist our parents in their field of work. Like I mentioned earlier, once you're on vacation or you have closed from school or there's a holiday, you must help your parents in their trades if it is possible. 4, older siblings are expected to take care of their younger siblings. So if you're a big sis or a big brother, it's a whole lot of work. Okay, you are okay. Okay, so we will still continue with our lesson, but we are announcing our phone lines. So you can call in on 0302 211 705, 0302 711 211 706. It will be displayed on your screens. Okay, so whilst you are trying to call in, we'll still continue with our lesson. So let's look at responsibilities of students or pupils at school. So 1, we are expected to obey school rules and regulations, and we must attend school regularly and punctually. Now, some people in a week, they attend school only twice. That is not good enough. Okay. Sayram.
Yes.
Good to hear from you. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. So are you ready for the speed test?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your question in just 10 seconds. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay.
Response is doing what instead of giving.
Hello, Sayram. Oh, we lost Sayram. Okay, so keep calling. So 0302 211 705, 0302 211 706. So we are still looking at responsibilities of children at school or students. And I was mentioning that some people are not so regular at school. So in a week or 5 days, they can attend school like 2 days. Okay. Kwabna Owusu from Kumasi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. How are you? Kwabna,
Yes.
can you hear me? Kwabna, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your question.
Yes.
This is your question on the screen. I hope you can see. Okay. So in 10 seconds.
Responsibilities are the
Kwabna, you have a different question, so please check your screen.
fellow responsibilities are responsibilities we owe to our parents.
Okay, that's correct. Okay. Second question.
Respecting elders in society.
Okay. 2 more. Now you have exhausted your 10 seconds. You have exhausted your 10 seconds. Okay, so can we have another caller? 0302211705, 0302211706. Okay, so let's look at our third responsibility that children are expected to perform at school. Expected to sweep, clean, weed, and dust the classrooms, the compound, and the head teacher. Hello, the caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine.
Your name?
Nabil.
Nabil from Techiman.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Good, so this is your question in 10 seconds.
This that has been given to you by those who have authority over you.
Check your question. Nabil, check your question on your screen.
Mention any responsibilities of students at home. They run errands from parents.
Okay.
They obey the parents in the house.
Okay.
They show respect to parents.
Okay, but the first one, you haven't answered the first question. Religious responsibilities. Yes.
Religious responsibilities are responsibilities that individuals behaviors in their object of worship.
Okay. Okay. So Nabil, you got all 2 answers correct. Okay. So can we have other call in at 0302211705, 0302211706. And the last responsibility children are expected to perform at school is that they are expected to protect school property, such as chairs, tables, library books, and cupboards. And so for those of you who stand on your chairs and your tables and be jumping around. Hello, Rakia.
Hello.
Okay, good to have you. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, are you ready?
Hello. Hello.
Rakia, are you ready?
I'm fine. Are you ready? Yes.
Okay, so your question is on the screen.
Yes.
Speed test 1 is for you on the screen.
Yes. Responsibilities.
Okay.
Responsibilities are the duties
Okay. Okay, I go on. Question 2. Hello.
Responsibility that we that there are
Okay.
responsibilities that one must do by voting
Do you have any other caller?
during election.
Raki, I can barely hear you. I can hardly hear you. Okay, so reposition and call back 0302 211 705 0302 211 706. Okay. So I was saying that those who stand on. Hello, caller.
Hello, madam.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, please.
Your name?
Celerina.
What?
Celerina Ragnona.
From the Volta region. Okay. Okay, so this is your question. Speed test 2. Can you see from the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Filial responsibilities are duties that children own to their parents.
Good. The second question.
Okay. Greeting people you meet. Greeting anyone you meet.
Okay.
Putting
Not
your
everyone.
hand at your back when an elderly person is speaking to you.
Okay.
You must learn to say thank you and sorry when necessary.
Good. Good, good, good. I'm clapping for you. Thank you for calling in. Okay. Okay, so let's keep the calls coming. 0302 211 705, 0302 211 706. Hello, Emmanuel.
Hello, madam.
Okay. I hope you are fine.
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, Emmanuel, you are our last caller. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so this is your question. On your screen, I hope you can see.
Yes.
Okay.
Religious responsibilities are responsibilities that are carried out by individuals in churches, mosques, and shrines.
Hello, I didn't hear you well.
Religious responsibilities are responsibilities that are carried out by individuals in various religious groups.
Okay. Question 2.
Children should sweep the environment every day.
Okay. The environment. Be specific. Where are they?
Help their parents during their.
Yes, please go on.
Okay, by sweeping the compound.
Yes, that's better.
Okay. And also, children must take care of their parents when they are sick.
Okay. The last one.
Children must help their parents to sell their items.
Okay. Good. You have all 2 answers correct. Thanks for calling in, Emmanuel.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so we had 3 different speed tests, and question 1, you were supposed to give me the meaning of responsibility and acts that constitute civic responsibility. So these are just the answers that I expected. Responsibility is a duty or obligation that is assigned to an individual by another person in authority. And what acts constitute civic responsibility? So 1, we have paying taxes to the government, defending the Constitution, and voting in an election. So this is the answer to speed test 1. Let's look at speed test 2. What is filial responsibility? And there are responsibilities that a child owes to his or her parents. And question 2, they're supposed to give me 3 ways of exhibiting moral responsibilities. And 1 is by obeying and respecting parents and elderly people. B, by abstaining from smoking and other immoral practices. And C, learning to say please, thank you, and sorry when necessary. Then this is answers to speed test 3. What is religious responsibility? And there are duties or values that people are expected to observe or perform to enhance their faith. And 2, they are supposed to give me 3 responsibilities of children at home. And that is so easy: performing household chores. Older siblings are expected to take care of their younger siblings. And C, they must be available, children must be available to run errands for their parents. So these are just the answers that are expected to the questions. And a special thank you to all those who were able to call in and answer the questions. Good. So all too soon we have come to the end of our lesson. Today we treated responsibility, and we learned that it is the duties that are assigned to someone in authority, or assigned to a person by someone in authority. We looked at the types, such as religious responsibilities, moral responsibilities, civic responsibilities, filial responsibilities, and we looked at acts that constitute those types of responsibilities. And we are concluding. Like I said earlier, the revision show today is the last lesson. The best as you start your papers on Monday. I hope that you have prepared already, and once you are prepared, there's no need for you to panic. God will reward all your efforts that you have put into your studies. So we'll meet again next year. It's a bye-bye from the team. Joy learning, keep learning.
Just believe in yourself, and even if you don't, pretend you do, and at some point you will. Examination malpractice is a no-no. My name is Tina and I am your examination coach. Here are some practices you must avoid when taking an exam. Let's talk about the don'ts. 1. Don't get stuck on a question. If you get a particularly hard question, don't sit there panicking about it. The best thing you can do is to have a quick think about it, mark it with a highlighter, and move on to another question. 2. Do not arrive late in the examination hall. Abiding by the time during exams is extremely important. Reach the venue at least 20 minutes prior to the time. 3. Avoid studying late at night. Studying for hours at night can affect your sleep cycle negatively. According to studies, studying in the daytime is more beneficial and effective than late-night studies. 4. Engage in group studies. Friends can be beneficial for you during your preparations. You can explain topics in which you are good to your friends, and your friends can do the same for you. Synergic studies can boost preparation and confidence to another level. 5. Students are not to change their seats with others. One must always make sure not to sit at a place which does not correspond to their index number, or where he or she has been assigned to sit. 6. Do not carry mobile phone, smartwatch, or unauthorized electronic device to the exams room. 7. Never start writing the answers until the invigilator tells you to do so. 8. Do not write the examination for another person, neither should you allow someone to write your exams for you. 9. Do not take your answer booklet or question paper outside the examination hall during the examination. Alright, there you have it. Believe in yourself, prepare well, and you will come out with flying colors. My name is Tina and I am your #1 examination coach. Keep watching Joy Learning and follow us on all social media platforms. Till I come your way again, shine on. Joy Learning, keep learning.